Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab. Well, I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. The continuation. This is the wrap-up lesson of the essential elements of spiritual discipline for self-mastery. That's what our goal is, right thinkers, to master thyself, aka know thyself. So let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. Let's ride. I think his mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline is important. Daily will help and guide you to attain that goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. These are things that you have to get familiar with, understand, and learn, implement to do just that in order to reach self mastery, aka to know thyself. So I ask the question, do you know you? If you answer rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. I'm here every day to do just that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm spiritual uncle here to wake you up with knowledge of self. I got you. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I think the fourth lesson of the essential elements of spiritual discipline for self-mastery. We about to wrap it up with a few more concepts and views that you can hopefully comprehend, understand, and implement and know for yourself who you are. So we end up with temptation. Next go with on simplicity. I gave a lesson about that one also. But here it says the nature of the body. Listen, the nature of the body is to what? Take delight and pleasure in what? Complexity, okay, aka drama. The way of truth is that what? Simplicity. Complexity is the decadence of society. We see what's going on right now. Simplicity is the path of reality and salvation. I'm seeing more people starting to recognize that. The right thinkers, come on, I see it's getting good. Let's go. We doing what's right, and we will get what we deserve. Salvation for doing the things you need to do for you. Now, next one is past lives. They understood the concept from the Egyptians that if you didn't become awakened in this life, you're going to reincarnate to another life. And they know about past lives. Why? All our spirits have been here before. That's why. So they got the concepts. Let's talk about that right quick. On past lives, the race is what? Never taught. But when God willeth it, what happens? Its memory is restored by the Creator. You will see where within yourself the simple vision brought to birth by what? The compassion and mercy of God. No one can be saved before what? Rebirth. Born again concept? Yeah. You have to recognize your higher self by putting in the work yourself. Okay, that's the key. And anybody who think they can do it another way is wrong. I stand up against anyone. Okay, if you ain't doing it the right way, I put my right way up against any way you come up with other than the right way, you will lose. So understand that. Okay, I got a good one on knowledge and wisdom. These two things you will have to master in order for you to have self mastery. Why? You will have to obtain knowledge You have to exercise that knowledge and obtain wisdom from the experience that you use with the knowledge and got you the wisdom and understanding of the things that you have done. That's why. Watch this. On knowledge and wisdom, watch this. They know themselves. They know the cosmos as well. They're saying, know thyself, know God. Know yourself, know the cosmos. It's all the same thing. But you need to know, not believe, not thought, wish or hope. Nope, no, gnosis. True knowledge, here you go. True knowledge, aka self-knowledge, comes from what? The upward path which leads to the eternal fire, error, defeat, and death results from what? From the following of the lower path or the worldly attachments, aka the ego self. Satisfying the physical of the body, that's lower nature. Becoming conscious and wise and having knowledge of self, that's the higher. That's what you want. Okay? Now, let's talk about dishonesty. There's a lot of that going on. That's the flip side. Let's talk about dishonesty first. Do not conspire against others. I don't do co-defendants. I'm a solo crime committer. When I was doing my dirt, I did it by myself. So I don't conspire with co-conspirators. Okay, but I don't conspire against others either. I'm not going to team up with you. No, I'm not your ally. Okay, I'm like Switzerland. I'm neutral. I ain't getting involved in none of that nonsense. Until it pertains to me, leave me out. Watch this. God will punish accordingly. Piss that for a second. Oh, God's always loving. God's always, no, whoa. Get the grip. If there was rewards for good, what you think bad get? That's called karma. Y'all know that's karma. So God will give karma to those who deserve what they get. Still punishment. Why? Because if you're doing something contradictory to what he say, you are the devil. You are in opposition to God, and you will be dealt with accordingly. That's what the concept was. And watch this. Schemes do not prevail. All you fake God worshippers are scheming. And yet, the people you're scheming, they don't recognize the scheme and the scam, but guess who do? So, I don't get caught up in, no, that ain't my job. That ain't even my job. So, that's for you to do when judgment day come, because you know the schemes, and guess what? You're responsible for them. So, moving on. And that's dishonesty at its best. When you're lying to yourself, thinking what you're doing is okay, knowing it ain't, but the people you're doing it to are rewarding you. So scheme on. Only, watch this, only the laws of God, which is what by Mayat, do. If you're doing wrong, it won't. What did it say? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. When you scheming, you got a weapon going against God. So that's the concept. Watch this. Live in peace, since what God gives comes by itself. Again, everything starts and ends with self. Honesty. Ain't enough of that going around. Watch this. Why? You'll see. The blessings. Here we go. That word right there. The blessings only gonna come to those who are honest, forthright, virtuous, and righteous. That's my description. Let's see what they say. The blessings of the eternal part are health, vigor, and proportion. The greatest of these is what? Health. Good health. With health, what health is to the body, even that is honesty to the soul. Righteous living, doing the right thing, soothes the soul, and you will be rewarded. That's the concept of being honest. Dishonest, you'll be punished. Again, blessings wasn't in the dishonest description, was it? Punishment was. Honesty comes with blessings. Righteous living. I can tell you, I'm not a preacher, but I can give you understanding of how to get God's attention by living right. It's just that simple. Let's go. argument and confusion. When you have a believer and you have somebody who thinks other than what the believer, you're going to have argument and confusion. Why? Because you got two people, one saying this, one saying that. Both of them wrong. But in their mind, both of them right. Let's go. So let's talk what that's about. See, that's the difference. They who know themselves. Here you go. That's us right thinkers. Good and pious are, and still, while on earth, you still live for the divine, your higher self. Watch this. They will not say much, nor lend their ear too much. Meaning, I ain't trying to hear a whole bunch of jibber jabber. I ain't trying to say a whole bunch of jibber jabber. So I'm with that. For those who watch this, spend time in arguing and hearing arguments, do shadow fight. Okay. Know what I mean? Fight with yourself. Fighting something that ain't, you fighting a fictitious thing. It ain't real. You going through this. I never forget. My sister-in-law told me, Brother Wright, it don't make a difference how loud you say what you said. If they not listening, it don't make a difference. Thank you. I haven't been on horse now from just talking, but I didn't get horse since then. I haven't been horse since then. Why? Stop arguing. Simple. What's this? And those who do a shadow fight, God is not to be what? Obtained by speech or hearing. I tell you, it's the experience. It's the experience. God can be talked about. The blessings can be shared, but every individual who know God for themselves, that's how it's done for yourself. Let's talk about drugs, induce, hallucinating, whatever you do, think they went to God. Oh, yeah, well, I seen God. Yeah, okay. Well, when you came back to earth, what'd you say? Okay. Drugs. Oh, that thou did understand that wine is an abomination. They talking about wine. They ain't talking about drugs. We didn't know wine was a drug. See, according to them, that's what they said. Drugs. Oh, that understand that wine is an abomination. Frowned upon. I don't drink it anyway. So I'm gonna run with that. Let's talk about netter. Okay, yeah, I'm almost done. Netter is what? Netter is in the self or nowhere else. If it is found in the self, hence know that self, what happened? It will be found everywhere else. So not knowing, you don't know nothing. Once you know everything. Big difference. So understand that. Now let's get to these is qualities of the ego personality, aka set. Hatred, envy, hypocrisy, deceit, ambition. If you have these qualities, if these are traits that you perpetrate, you're not a good person. Watch. The heart is the envious, is gall and bitterness. His tongue spits venom. The success of his neighbor breaks what? His rest. He ain't haters. He ain't happy. Okay. He sits in his cell repining, and the good that happens to another is to him an evil. Ooh, that's not good. Hatred and malice feed upon his heart, and there is no rest in him. Wow. That's the true definition of a hater. You don't like nobody doing, you ain't happy about nobody. You just a bad person through and through. And that's the ego personality. That's what it is. Watch this. Now, an envious person wax lean with what? The fatness of their neighbors. You're going to live off the fat of the land, so to speak. You're going to use them to your benefit. Envy is what? Is the daughter of pride and the author of murder. That's it. Killed his brother. Cause what? Envious. And he wanted to be what his brother was. Okay. And ran him to murder. Watch this. The beginner of secret sedation and the perpetual tormentor of virtue. You ain't doing nothing good. You sound like that guy running for president. Envy is the filthy slime of the soul. That sounds like him for real. That should be his picture. Should be there. Watch this. A venom, a poison, or a quicksilver tongue which consumes the flesh and draws up the marrow of the bones. Wow, he bad to the bone. And this guy relishes in the story about the snake, the little lady helped the snake, brought him back to life, nurtured him, gave him help, and he bit in the butt. The moral of the story, the snake said, you knew who I was when you brought me home. He wanted to be the snake. He thought that was cool. So that's his mindset. Really bad. Now, attribute, watch this, not the good actions of others to bad causes. Though cannot know their heart. They don't know themselves. They don't know nothing. But watch this. But the world will know by what? By this, that thine is full of envy. Anybody who associates with people like that will know them kind of. We all know them kind of people. Okay, we see them. We see them. So they got the no. You see them. Their actions again. Watch this. The heart of a hypocrite. Here you go. If what they say, don't mess what they do, don't trust them. Watch this. Because the heart of a hypocrite is laid in what? His breast. His mask, his words, and the semblance of truth. He appear to be honest and forthright. Watch this. While the business of his life is only to deceive. Sound familiar? We know a few people like that too. See, they knew personality. They knew that's the key to the person. How they present themselves, how they do what they do. See the person for who they are, not for who you hear, the title they carry, not for who you, well, he's my man, that's my dude. No, see them for who they really are. You might not like them, but that's what it's all about. Now, you got the ambitious. Watch this. The ambitious will what? Always be first in the crowd, pressing forward, looking not behind. More anguish is it to what? To their mind to see what? One before them. If they ain't first, they crazy. Then joy to leave what? Thousands at a distance. They would love to be number one. Look at me, I'm the winner. Ego. Okay? That's those kind of people. We all know those kind of people. Look at me, I'm so. All pious and ignorant. Okay? Moving on, let me wrap this up. Here's a good one. On revenge. If you're going to master yourself, that emotion of revenge have to be mastered. What's this? Think not thou art revenged of thine enemies. Why? When thou slay them, when you get back, you think you done something? Thou put them behind thy reach. Thou give them quiet and take from thyself all means of hurting them. When you come to grips and realize that physical ain't the best way, you do better. You better yourself. And watch this. There is nothing so easy as to what? Revenge and offense. I'm doing this because you did that. Cause and effect. Most people will take that approach. But nothing is so honorable as to what? Pardon them. Forgive them. I'm learning that lesson. I'll leave that one there. Let's go with contentment. Let me wrap it up. I want to do, wait a minute, I got time. I want to do one about wisdom before I do the contentment. So, I'm going to do the wisdom first. Excuse me. Let me wrap this up with on wisdom. All right. Wisdom is the child of training. Putting in the work. Truth is the child of wisdom and love. Living and manifesting for yourself the things that you know to be. That's right thing, philosophy. Watch this. Death comes when what? The purpose of living is fulfilled. Death shows what the reason for living was. Scorn also to what? Depress the competitor by any dishonest or unworthy method. Strive to raise thyself what? Above them. How? By excelling them. So shall thy contest for what? Superiority to be crowned with what? Honor, if not with success. If the social order, here we go, judges success by material gains, and that's where we are in society right now. The more money you got, the more better person you're supposed to be. And we find out that's the contrary. The more money you got, the more perverted you really are behind closed doors. We find that out now. We in the information age now. Anything you're doing from the Pisces age, everything was mysterious and everybody has secrets. No, my man. We pulling information down and we opening all the doors and making things transparent. Stop the nonsense, okay? Too much of that going on. And it says right here, society judges success by material gains. What's that guy, Elon Musk? Biggest a-hole going, but he's the richest man, so it's okay. All them guys who got the money, they ain't good people, but it's okay. Moving on. The most successful, watch this, will be what? The most corruptible and selfish. You talking corrupt. This guy got 90-something indictments. He called himself Honest Don. Really? So, I ain't trying to go there, but just trying to move a point. I use him to make a point. That's all. That's what I'm using right now. He is so corrupt and selfish. Those are qualities of him. We know who that is right there. They should take set and put his face there. Now, accurate reckoning mathematics, the interest, watch this, into what? The knowledge of all existing things and all obscure secrets. Learning the mysteries, understanding the numbers. Numbers wasn't created. Numbers was discovered. If you meet a despotin, watch this, who is not your equal or match, what happens? Do not attack. Why? Because they are weak and small. That's taking advantage. That's not good. They will what? Confound themselves. Do not answer the evil speech. Words come at you. And give in to your what? Animal passions to what? Retaliate for combat by what? By venting yourself against them. Everybody got a boiling point. I tell people, look, I'm the Hawk. Once you bring me to that point where the Hawk come out, don't get mad at the Hawk when you bring him out. You should not want to do that. Why? Everybody got a boiling point. My boiling point is like anybody else. At a certain point, I'm going to react. When the Hawk come out, smashing time, Hawk destroyed. Yeah, anybody who get the animal passions up, they're ready to what? Physical altercations. So the wise men know how to prevent that. Watch this. You will beat them through what? The reproof of what? The witnesses who will agree with you. What is to pay for the titles? Excuse me. You will beat them through the reproof of the witnesses who will agree with you by what? Reframing yourself. What is the pay for titles? Hey, here we go. But flattery. I'm the CEO. Okay. And I'm so-and-so. Okay. If you run around slinging titles because somebody's supposed to just follow with their, How doeth man purchase power? But by what? Buying a slave to him who giveth. My old man was perfect with that. He was good for that. He would, he buy friends. I said, my man, I'm not going to take nobody wanting to be my friend. That's why I ain't got nothing to do, I guess. But I'm not paying for friendship. I don't do strip clubs. I don't pay to look. No. I don't gamble. So a whole lot of stuff I just don't do. Understand that? Why? I got wisdom on my side now. I know better. So watch this. Now, when you want slaves, you just give them money. They do whatever you want. Watch this. Magic is what? Knowledge and strength. How's that? Without strength, nothing worthwhile can be achieved. Without knowledge, strength is what? Uncontrolled. That's it. Okay. As above, so below. As below, so above. True wisdom is less presuming what? Than folly. The wise person doubts often, watch this, and changes his or her mind The fool, watch this, is abstinent and doubts not, knowing all but their own ignorance, knowing everything except themselves. That's what they're saying. I did that lesson. The wise person, watch this, feeds the cock with what? With what endures, so that it is what? Happy with that person on earth. If you're doing the right thing, spirit's happy. Why? Because it's know it's going to go home. When you're doing the wrong thing, the spirit can't be happy. This fool, I ain't never going to get back home messing with this clown. But watch this. The wise is what? Is known by his or her wisdom. The great one known by their wisdom. Again, the wise is known by his or her wisdom. The great are known by their wisdom. Same thing. The wise, what happened? The wise wake up early, 3 or 4 o'clock, as far as I'm concerned, to their lasting gain, while what? The fool is hard pressed to what they consider more rest. So they want to dream more. They want to be in that state of, let me go back to that state of dream, instead of getting up to reality and putting the work in. All that exists on earth is what? An incarnation of what? The real essence from the non-material realm. The spirit realm had to become in the physical form to be in this realm. Other than that, we just be in the astral realm with nothing going on. The moon. Courage. Well, what? Courage, will, knowledge, and silence are essential qualities for those on the path of self-perfection, aka knowing thyself, knowledge of self. They, watch this, they who began to benefit from words of wisdom while they were children shall prosper in their affairs on controlling of their emotion and senses. When you grow up young, understanding things, you're better equipped to deal with them as you go through life. And that's in this lesson, but I'm about to go into contentment. That could be a whole other lesson. But right thing is as important. Hope you got the lesson. This is how you become master of oneself. Learn, understand, and employ what you learn. Live it, and that's how you become master of oneself. So important again. May you all live to be 100. Me 100 minus a day. So I never know the right thing. Like you have passed away. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm out.